Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show from New Orleans, Super Bowl 47, Ravens and Niners. And Andrew Zimmern from Bizarre Foods on the Travel Channel's with us, making all sorts of racist-named foods, Hotel Saigon ribs. No, this is amazing stuff. And the great Joe Buck is with us.
Is this bizarre food we're going to eat here?
It is bizarre
What
because
is
it's sausage stuffed in grape leaves, which I thought grape leaves meant healthy, but I guess if you stuff sausage into it, it's fine. What is that? Is that what that is exactly?
No, I stuff ground pork.
Yeah.
Relatively low in fat, especially if you make it yourself. Inside of grape leaves, you eat a small amount of protein.
Yeah.
They stay really, really moist. You roll it in the lettuce leaf. You got to dip it in the fish sauce.
Oh my God.
Roll it in the lettuce leaf, dip it in the fish sauce, eat it with the mint and cilantro.
Oh, man.
It's a traditional Vietnamese street food. It's something easy. You can do it ahead. We roast them in the fireplace.
Vietnamase street food.
Right.
That
You don't like
spells-
Vietnamese street
well,
food?
When you say that, you might as well just say dysentery.
Right.
When you say Vietnamese street food, I just think tuberculosis.
Safer than a New York City water dog outside the Museum of Natural
You see,
History.
but I grew up with that. I guess
So
my,
did
my,
I.
my body's used to that.
So did I.
I'm
And if
used to
you're-
the water dogs. I'm not used to the Vietnamese street food.
If your body is used to those, then you're used to the magic of the
Right.
Vietnamese street food.
What
And
about
then-
me? I grew up in St. Louis. We have good water. Am I going to spend my Super Bowl Sunday in the toilet? Thanks to this
Trust me.
10-minute appearance on the Artie Lange Show.
Trust me, this is going to expand those culinary horizons
Oh,
for
good.
you.
I'll
Yes.
get more reading done.
I'm gonna ruin your life again.
Right.
By the way, I had a game in St. Louis a month ago. My hotel was right across from J-Buck's.
Yes.
Fantastic
Well, thank
barbecue
you.
there.
Yeah, we have good barbecue.
Unbelievable
We have no
barbecue.
Vietnamese street food, but after eating that,
You do now.
we do
tastes
now.
good.
You do
it should
now.
come with gum, though. I have no chance of meeting anybody the rest of the night.
There's a mint on the way out the
Oh,
door.
good.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you have a comedy club in St. Louis? Someone told me.
Yeah, well, that's in the basement level of the restaurant he's talking about downtown.
Because
by the
everybody tells
ballpark.
me you got to play Joe Buck's comedy club.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah, I would love to.
I'll introduce you. I'll open for you.
I would do that.
I'll do my Artie Lange
But
impersonation.
how great would that be?
That'd be great. That would be great. We'll
club
do
in
it
a
on
second.
DirecTV.
Yeah, I'm sick of the Funny Bone out there. That's all I played for years.
Yeah, that's depressing.
Yeah, enough of that. Enough of the Funny Bone.
Artie, Joe's a mentor of mine. You know.
Okay, now
So
you
I wanna-
guys
he's a guy I
work
want to
together.
make proud.
Right.
You know. So I'm.
Now you're talking about
Brent's one of the good
let me-
guys. You've stumbled upon one of the really good guys I've met in this business.
Yeah.
Young guy, conscientious, hard worker.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Goes to church every
He
week.
reminds me a lot of you. In so many ways.
It
You
is.
ready for the 6 degrees thing? If it wasn't for Joe Buck, I would not have the incredible career that I have now. It's a
Well,
true
let's
story.
hear that.
Yes. We got 5 minutes of his time. He does not remember this. 11 years ago, before a baseball game that he was calling, I was doing a special for the Travel Channel, a commissioned special that they were taking on spec called World's Best Ballpark Foods. And I went around to different stadiums and I got 3 or 4 minutes in the booth with him. And it was at the beginning of my television career. And I looked so bad standing next to him conversing for just 3 minutes.
Right.
In between innings in a baseball game, hustling into the booth, hustling out. And I had made another special called Bizarre Foods of Asia, and I was praying to get the gig where I would go around the world eating sports food. And I ended up getting the other show, and it was the best thing that ever happened.
Wow,
for
there
me.
you go. See?
What do I get out of it?
Very nice.
You got.
What do you want, a piece of bizarre food?
You got
Kidding.
some garlicky
This is
sauce
really good.
and no shot
What is
tonight.
this?
You know
right
what,
here?
Joe? We'll get you
Those
a
are the,
couple of
black
points.
bean spare ribs. Black bean spare ribs, a Chinese braised spare rib that doesn't require going outside and cooking over wood or smoke. So
Yeah.
for those that are snowbound this weekend,
Right.
as I would have been were I home in Minnesota, I would be
up
braising
some
these at my
Chinese
house.
spare ribs.
They're fantastic, really great. Sits on the stove. You can put them right onto the table and let people dig out of the bowl as they settle in to watch the game.
Well, I want to talk to Joe about something. Speaking of baseball,
Yeah.
You got to do something that in an American man's life is one of the most unique things you could possibly imagine, especially when you talk about the relationship between fathers and sons. To me, it's the broadcasting equivalent of what Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. got to do. Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr., a father and son hit back-to-back home runs on the same team, which is, what an American story that is. But your father, a great broadcaster, had a signature thing that he would say, I guess, when there was a walk-off homer. Or how many times did he say it?
No, he said it
one-
once.
He said it one
once
time.
in '91 during the World Series.
Twins
almost,
Braves when Kirby Puckett
So
hit
this
the
was
home.
2011. It was 20 years later.
Game 6 again.
Game 6.
Right.
Kirby Puckett hits a home run.
Right.
and as the ball's going over that glass wall.
Yeah. In
which
Minnesota,
which
right.
is scary to call home runs over a glass wall.
That
You have
is
no
weird.
idea if the ball's gone.
No,
or
you're
not.
right. That is weird.
He said, "We'll see you tomorrow night."
We will see you tomorrow night.
That's right. So when David Freese did it in 2011 in St. Louis kid hit it. David Freese.
And again, by the way, another great part of the story. It's the Cardinals.
Yeah, my dad would have been through the roof if he was there, and he died 10 years ago. If he was there to witness that, and my mom's watching, and it just fit.
Oh God, yeah.
So I did it for her. I actually met a guy 2 nights ago. He's like, "Hey, all the crap you got for doing that, for calling that home run the way your dad did, I defended you to my friends." I'm like, I didn't even know I got crap.
By the way, that's one of those backhanded compliments that you get from people in this business. First of all, who gives you crap for that? First of all, what jerk off does that? Second of all, you don't know about it,
Right?
And blissfully, you're going through life not knowing about it.
There's another one.
Yeah,
Chalk up another one.
Yeah, exactly. A comedian gets that all the time. Like,
Right.
by the way, I mean, a lot of people thought you bombed that night. I'm like, they did?
Right.
I thought I
Exactly.
killed. No,
Right.
No, but again, your father became famous for saying, "And we will see you tomorrow night." What a classy, great way to. And you, as the ball's going over the fence. Did you in your mind there? Did you just thought of it at that moment? You said,
Yeah, I
"I'm gonna
mean, I
get to
thought
say
of
this"?
it. I thought of it when he was walking up to the plate. But when you start calling home runs in live sporting events, you have to really be careful.
Right.
So is that ball? You have to really gauge what the outfielder's doing.
Right.
So I just went off the center fielder, who I guess was, I don't know, Hamilton, whoever was in center
Right.
field at the time, and I just watched his body sink because he knew it was gone.
A lot of times
you don't
those guys will
always
know, yeah.
know. That's
Right.
like the McGuire home run in '98 when he broke the Maris record. Everybody said, "What are you going to say? What are you going to say?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to say ever."
Yeah.
And so I wrote it down in my scorebook what I would say because I kept thinking about it.
Right.
Well, then he hit the home run, and it was barely fair and barely gone, and I couldn't ever get my eyes down to the stupid script that I had written.
Right.
So I had to watch it, and I had my head up, and I noticed that he had missed first base. He jumped over, and he was so happy that became part of the call. So it was kind of a lesson back in '98. You can't plan those moments.
Right. No, you can't.
And so you plan it, you have it back there, and if it fits, you throw it out, and that just fit. But as I said to somebody after that, I'm not going to be a Jack Buck cover band and start doing this.
No, but it's
start doing this
it's so
call.
appropriate. How do you
Yeah.
not?
Well, I got crap for it, I found out two nights ago.
I can't believe that. Those people should be shot.